Welcome to a fun Monday night's episode of the Blitz Pickup. And we got some fun things to talk about. Potential draft targets, salary cap casualties, and a Super Bowl recap from yesterday's so exciting game. Tony and I guess special guest, come on up.
Yes, what's good? Insanity.
Listen, this is very interesting. We're in season 3 of the Blitz Pickup, and typically we change co-host or change the host and moderator, but you guys chose something different this year and decided to add someone to the show. So everybody, I'm back.
That sounds like a Michael Jordan. I don't know if you remember when Michael Jordan announced that he was coming. Oh, I forgot.
Sorry. You know what? You know what I gotta say? I'm taking my talents to the Blitz Pickup. It's Team LeBron over here.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, wow. I'm trying to.
It ain't no Jordan over here. LeBron is the GOAT, and you guys can hate me from now on for that. Don't worry.
All right. So while y'all in the chat voting on that poll. Make sure y'all welcome Insanity to the Blitz Pickup. I'm guessing she taking her talent to South Beach. I just want to say, if you know, you can't take his talent to South Beach because they don't play on South Beach. So, but we'll work on that. He sound like LeBron, and that's why they got him up out of here. But my bad. I don't want to take shots.
We're not going to get into this. He chose to leave. They took his cookies, and he said, "I'm out." All right, don't take the man's cookies.
But anyways, what's good? Hope y'all had a great weekend. Obviously, we're gonna talk about this Super Bowl. Did y'all before we even talk about did y'all enjoy the Super Bowl? I just want to know.
Loved it.
Okay, good. Loved it? Oh, you loved it? Okay, good. All right. But we got job. I'm sorry. You see, I'm so used to taking over. I'm about to take over Just job. So just
taking over my role is wild. That's some nasty work. I know I'm not here a couple times a week, but dang, like
somebody has to cover you when you're not here. You know what I'm saying? So
you building PTO time for the both of us.
I mean, I might have to ask for like 10% of that, we'll talk about it. But hold on. Let's get right first. Hold on. Make sure. Let's see if we do the right thing. Oh, boom! Everybody in their position. All right, we good.
Brought us exactly where we needed to be. So, 2026 draft underway at this point. Now that the NFL season's officially over, and we can go back to not that we really changed, but we can go back to full on what Miami should do, so we don't run it back next year. So, I'm just saying. I saw Tony's look like, hold on. So with this upcoming draft coming up in a few months, that question kind of starts out. What and who should we get? What positions do we need to fill or get better at? Get some new people up in here, since we're probably going to get rid of some people anyways, which would be a later topic. So I guess, Tony, we'll throw this one to you first.
I thought it was ladies first. What do you? Why would you do this like that?
Let me go first.
Oh, wow!
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Well, I wasn't sure. I didn't know if she wanted to start off like immediately or she wanted to kind of be eased into it. But I guess I should know that she's going to run this game better than you, so it's all right. Anyway, so Insanity. What position groups do you think that Miami needs the most help in? Who are you targeting? And I guess why?
Oh, this is something that I love. So guys, we have rebuilt, we have retooled, and now it's time to reinvent. And that's what Hafley and JES have said that they are going to do. They're going to make us a physical team, that we will no longer be associated with being soft. So if you know where I'm going, I know where I'm going. We got to go get those trenches in line and in order. So for me, I hate to butcher someone's name. So I know they call him Vega Inoue from Penn State. Last year, our left guard was so atrocious. I think he was the worst rated PFF, and we're not PFF people, but to be the worst. I get it, you're a rookie, it's your first year, But we understand
Abel
that
was a rookie.
most likely we're going to be having a right-handed quarterback coming forward. I think we're done with the lefties for right now. So now that reshifts our focus to our blind side being naturally back to the left side. We already have Patrick Paul. He needs his running mate. We know it's not Jonah. So with all that being said, I'm looking at a true left guard. And you know how you got 007? This is 004. Why? Because he had 0 sacks, 0 hits, and only four hurries and 613 snaps. We're talking numbers here, people. Give me someone that can actually protect our quarterback, but also establish the trenches. We need to be physical. And that's where I'm at. Now, I do understand that there are some better options. You can see Marigold is still being there, Proctor right there. We don't know how this draft is going to fall. But as of right now, I need the inside of my trenches to be solidified. Why? Because we have a power runner in Jalen Wright. We have Ollie Gordon. We know that Achane can get to the outside, but when we need those 3rd and 1s, those 2nd and 2s that we haven't been able to consistently get, you need those guys in the middle opening up holes. And if we go to teams that have been able to be successful, you have to be able to run the ball in December, especially in the division that we play. So our strength right now is our run game, and it will be going forward until we get a quarterback. So let's focus on the inside of our offensive line. Thank you, guys.
Trenches. Hey, I mean, it sounds like somebody been listening to me up here. Trenches? That's what we doing? Listen, so I have a couple of positions. I don't know. So the position that we need most, like I said last episode, I believe it's quarterback. I don't care what no one says. Quarterback is still going to be the number one position that we need most. And if the rumors are correct, they're targeting Ty Simpson. I know a lot of people are not big on him. And look at her face. I already see. Look at her face. And I posed this question to Lou last time when we was up here, and I said, well, how did everyone feel about Bo Nix when Denver went up and got him? No one was happy with that. And there was one game away from the Super Bowl. So if you identify your guy, go get him. And you know what would be crazy with a new GM and new head coach if they draft Drew Allard in the first round. That'll be crazy, right? Because he has all the tools. Hold on. My brother did text me, so he made it on time. 1 second. Let me make sure I got it the right way. Boom. Oh, where is it? Got that? Oh, here we go. I had obviously the 4. Lou, are you here, Lou? Where you at? There we go. All right, welcome, Lou. I should have had the 4
Yo.
So
What's good?
What's good? I should have had the 4 up here so they can see your empty box. But you know what I'm saying? It was legit, so I'm not gonna do you like that, my good brother. You know what I'm saying? Life be life. But so what
hello, ladies, by the way. Don't let Tone interrupt. Hold on, Tone. Let me say hello to everybody real quick. You know, God, ladies, hello. How are you?
Hi, Lou.
Only you gonna be late.
Now go ahead, Tone. Now.
Okay.
I gotta say hello to my girls first, man.
May I proceed? Okay, appreciate you, my brother. Well, I was talking about I was trolling about Drew Allard. But realistically, what I think that they probably going to target, I think it's going to be someone on defensive side because we have a defensive head coach. So I wanted to ask a couple questions, but I'm going to give throw a couple guys' names out. First, that Everett Reese, I'm not really a big fan like a lot of y'all are. I'm more like, shout out to my brother, came up on time. Sonny Styles, even though, when he went up against the U, maybe his first game, but, the U tend to do that to people from time to time. So I'm not going to hold that against him. I'm not. But if they're going linebacker,
we should take a linebacker from Indiana, huh? Them Indiana linebackers seem to have
never heard of them. Never heard of them.
My bad.
Yeah. Sonny Style over Alvaro Reese. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So if they go linebacker, I will prefer someone like Sonny Styles if he's there at 11, which I think he may be there. But Lou said something earlier last episode that got me to thinking, we need a bunch of D-line help. And I was opposed to drafting a D-lineman, Trenton, as you can see, because we went D-line 2 years straight, right? Chop Robinson and Kenny Grant last season. So I was like, I'm not sure about that, but because we're under a new regime and he's a defensive-minded coach, we have to let him get his people in there. I have to take into consideration these are not his people. He didn't draft none of them. He didn't trade for none of them. He didn't bring none in free agency. So if that's how he wants to begin to, especially if it's BPA, because he did say, I'm talking about Sully, that they're more they go BPA more often than not, which is what we wanted from out of our GM. So I cannot be a hypocrite and say that I want our GM to go BPA, and then I gotta narrow it down to, but I need you to go. I don't want you to go defensive line or linebacker or whatever, because then that would be a contradiction. So if BPA is someone like if a Ruben Bain fall to us, I'm not gonna be mad if they go Ruben Bain. Someone like David Bailey, I wouldn't be mad if they go David Brady. Those are two edge guys. I only will be mad if they go Arvell Reese. I'm just not a big fan of him. So those are my first round that my defensive linemen that I wanted to focus on, because I think that's where they're going to go. This is where I think people need to wake up. And if the GMs or the head coaches aren't thinking like this, we have a huge need in the secondary, more specifically at cornerback. Like, I don't think people understand. I think we don't have, Jason Marshall Jr. is the only cornerback I believe that we have coming back next season. And he was a rookie that they didn't draft. So if they, let's say, Mansur Delane, I don't know how you say it, but I think it's Delane. If they go Mansur Delane, I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. Now, that guy out of Tennessee, I had his name, Gerard McCoy. Isn't that the one that was injured? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he's coming off an injury.
And he was the big dog. He was the number one rated cornerback. He has the size, and a lot of people say they don't mind taking a chance on him. Now, this part right here, I'm sorry, I got a little PTSD from the last regime, and there's nothing Sonny could do about this. I'm not all for picking up no injured guys. No, we done dealt with that for too long. And if you go get him because of the potential and he's injured, I'm gonna have a little PTSD. But then on the other side, what was the dude from Michigan last year? Johnson? His name was Johnson.
Will Johnson.
Will Johnson. He was injured, but look what season he had. So I'm a little iffy right then and there when it comes to cornerback. But I think if I had an opportunity and it was my choice, I would draft the cornerback first. That's over an edge and that's over a linebacker. I would, because I think cornerbacks outside of edge, cornerback is the most important position on defense. They are. And remember we pointed it out last episode, Lou. The two people that got drafted that had the most value, one was the edge, and the other one was, ain't no way y'all want McCoy, but want Will Johnson. I just said that, Rashad. Listen, man, pay attention, my brother. What I was saying, Sauce Gardner. They got two first rounders for him. Why? Because the value of that position. And it's very difficult to find a cornerback, basically a lockdown quarterback. So if you get one of those are game changers, and they can help. When you got a cornerback that can lock down one side of the field, you can do a lot of other things like blitzing, like putting safety over the top, over the on the other side of the guy. I know we watched the Super Bowl. Y'all saw what Christian Gonzalez did? The versatility he was doing. If we get someone like that helps this defense out and speed it on the process. So yes, I will go cornerback, and I think that, to me, and it's my personal, that's our biggest need. I don't know if Lou wanted to get in there.
It's on me.
Go next or whomever.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah, Vicinity went first.
Oh, Vicinity already went. Okay, so again, I was, life is life, and I was a little behind. Tone, Finsanity Jess, I heard Tone bring up a word of PTSD or whatever. I believe that's how you say it. You know what's crazy to me is I see a bunch of people that screamed, yelled, kicked, and fight with me about firing Chris Greer. And their number one gripe was, well, you don't draft and you don't get free agents to come in here, that they're all injury prone. And you know what a lot of people tell me? Gerard McCoy should be the pick at number 11. That man ain't played football in 2 years. So all this change that y'all want, and y'all were crying, kicking, and screaming about the moves that our old general manager had. Now you want our new one to make the same thing? So y'all can kick, scream, bitch, and moan about Gerard McCoy when he gets hurt? Funny how the hypocrisy in this fan base runs wild, but I digress. Listen, this team, and I think Rashad said it best, there's a lot of hoes, and we all up here understand that. With trading looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. We all know who that is, Jalen Phillips. He's good. Hey, I'm glad we traded him. But all we have is Chop Robinson and then a bunch of Jags on the roster after that. It's the Cameron Goods of the world. It's a bunch of nobody.
Chop Robinson is a Jag.
Well, he's just he's trash. He's certified trash. The fact of the matter is, though, I was watching the Super Bowl last night. And I seen that Seattle defensive front four getting after Drake May, making him look pedestrian. They weren't sending no blitzes. They could just sit back in coverage, make that man see ghosts, and we don't have that. That's what I want. So I know Tone is talking about corners. I really didn't hear what Insanity said. I have to go back and listen to that. For me, it's that D-line, though, and I know when I first got up here, Tone was kind of, Kenny Grant, Chop Robinson, the last two picks. When I say D-line, I'm specifically talking edge.
Yes.
So, again, would I be mad? I just think for me that, again, we highlighted it on Friday's episode, Tone. I think that's the biggest, need for me. Now, you mentioned a couple other guys like Sonny Styles. If he's there at 11 and they picked him, would I be mad? No. Ruben Bain, again, if he's sitting there at 11, which I don't know if he will, but if he is, from a pass rushing standpoint, you can go a guy that goes inside and outside. Kind of you can move them all up and down that D-line. That would be a guy I would definitely look at. Corner, again, I'm not saying it's not a pressing need, Tone, but I think I can find that in the later rounds. The kid out of Indiana, he's just a little small for my liking. I think he's like 5'9", 5'10", something like that. That kid Pons. But we talking about dogs, Tone, and that kid is a dog. So, I'm going D-line. If a Ruben Bain is there, if David Bailey's there, someone like that, I'm going D-line. If Sonny Styles is there, I wouldn't have a problem with that neither. And then there's an offensive guy from a tackle position, and we seen Will Campbell yesterday, and he was absolutely getting destroyed out there last night. But
I was gonna wait till you finish to say, well, all y'all Will Campbell people that was telling me when I was telling y'all it's Greg Zabel, you know what? Go ahead, y'all go ahead.
Will Campbell had a bad day yesterday in the Super Bowl.
A bad day.
Yeah.
Took that boy out to the woodshed, boy.
A long day. But Francis Mauigoa, Tone, out of Miami, if he's sitting there at 11, we talked about that. I wouldn't be mad at that because obviously Austin Jackson, the Dolphins have a decision either to bring him back or just let him go. So, but yeah, those are some of the guys I'm looking for in the first round. Something like that. It has to be an impact player, though. I think we can all up here agree that when you look at our 2 years ago with Chop Robinson, a guy that really still hasn't given us anything. Kenny Grant started coming on strong, but at the end, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Really hasn't given us nothing his rookie season. This first round pick, bro, I keep saying, bro, it's been me and Tone up here for a hot minute. Finsanity Jess as well. This first round pick has to hit year one.
Yes.
We have to start getting some production out of these first round guys. So there's just a couple names I'm looking for.
Can I ask a question real quick, Lou? Because you said you think you could get a cornerback in the later rounds. What do you think about Avion Terrell? You think he's gonna go first round? I don't know if you know that.
That's the kid out of Clemson, right?
Clemson, right? Yeah. You think he's going first round, or you think you can get him in a second?
It all depends, Tone. This is a crazy year for the draft, at least for me, because in other drafts, you had a bunch of quarterbacks in the drafts that again, if I run, let's say in the first 20 picks, 4 or 5 quarterbacks came off the board, it was pushing very good players down the line, right?
Yes. Yeah.
This season, Tone, Finsanity, we're not getting that. You have one legitimate first round guy, and a lot of people still have questions on Fernando Mendoza. After that, I don't think you're going to get the run of quarterbacks, Tone, to answer your question. I think it's going to be corners. I think it's going to be linemen, things of that nature. So I don't know. It depends what kind of corners you're looking for. Are you looking for legitimate starters? You probably have to go early. If you're looking for like depth guys, you can get it in the later rounds. But from a starting standpoint, yeah, you would have. If you're looking for corner, you probably got to go early in the draft.
I think Vicente, you have to say something, Vicente?
Yeah, I have a question. Years ago, the Philadelphia Eagles made a big splash by going and trading for AJ Brown. And obviously they had to give up a pick for that. We have a wide receiver that is highly coveted. If Waddle were to be traded, for us to get another pick in the first round or maybe the second, what position would you guys be comfortable with replacing Waddle with? Because obviously we have all these holes and we have to get rid of some of this talent. And he's one of the biggest names. What position or guy available, like where would you see something like that happening?
Well, you know what? See, I'm glad you said that because I was gonna ask a follow-up question. How far do we think Akeem Messidor is falling?
That's probably a first-round guy. That's probably a first-round guy
too. I've seen people moving him because at first he was slated to be going in the second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some people even had him in the third. Remember, he's older. He's been 5 years in college, and that was because he was injured. So he had a full season. So when you're talking edge, and I was talking about cornerbacks, I don't know. You could got guys like that may fall, and you could get them in the second round. And I think that's why I was saying I think cornerback is more important for me. But to answer your question, if you trade Waddle, and it depends what do you think we getting, like a first? Because they're not trading them for anything less than a first. But is it coming with a conditional third? Excuse me. Because we heard the best offer was the first and the third. It's just that the first was in 2027. So let's just go up there if that's the best offer they get. That means we have to spend a third this year. And this year, if you go in the third, I'm so glad you said that. I want to remind y'all, the guy's not coming out. I looked it up. Apparently, he's not coming out. But my great Zabel of this draft that I thought he was coming out was my boy. And I didn't see Steve yet because I needed Steve up here. And Kelvin, K. McConnell. If we use that third round, he's the guard out of Vanderbilt. Listen, man, I'm gonna show Lou. Did you go look him up? I'm gonna show Lou some of his film, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I need that. But without that being said, I think we should with that third round, we got to get a guard. You could get great value at guards in the third round. Great value. That's where you get them dogs. And people typically second and third round is where they go guard. So I don't have a specific one yet because that was my guy. But, once I get into all the guards a little bit later in the shows, I believe if we do, we have to go guard there. Well, for me.
To answer Finsanity's question, if we were trading Waddle, I don't think even if it came in the mode of a first round, I don't think it was going to be for 2026. I think the best it would be 2027.
Mm-hmm.
If we did though trade Waddle, now my mindset's changed a little bit because you got to replace him. But you got to replace him.
Would that 11 pick though?
Oh well, and
I want to get rid of Waddle is wild. I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait patiently. Keep going.
We talk about Jordan Tyson or Cornell Tate.
I'm not taking Jordan. I'm not a big Jordan Tyson fan at 11.
What about what's the dude from USC?
Malachi
Lemon. Are you taking him at 11?
I don't say
Can I put my hand up now? Can I put my hand up now?
No, go ahead, Jess.
We got into the category that I've been waiting for because I was waiting for somebody to say Waddle's name. I was really toying with this whole okay, let's trade Waddle, but y'all want to get rid of my man. So now I'm about to change course and I want to help my guy out. So if I'm going in the first round and I'm taking that 11th pick, I would go Denzel Boston from Washington, only because he's a big body guy. And everybody's like, oh, like we need big body blockers and we need this, that, and third. He's 6'4", 220 pounds. Last 2 seasons over there, he had 20 touchdowns. Like, he's a big body blocker, not afraid to block. And you guys have said it for the whole season about this team is soft, right? All of us have sat up here and said this soft-ass team, left, right, and the third. Get somebody that's not afraid to do it. He is the playmaker that we need to help Waddle without getting rid of Waddle. You can get rid of him, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be getting rid of him. I'm helping Waddle.
Which one of us is?
You talking about in the third or?
God damn it! I like the way you do business.
It's a lot of trenches, but
No. You know
multiple
what?
times this season, what did we do?
I'm with
What
Jess.
did we do multiple times this season? We
Wait, the first round, bro?
Are you listen, excuse me.
My third round.
Got me
He's not going in the third round. He's going in like the first or the second. Let's be for real.
Man, Boston ain't going in no first round.
Because you want to do all this, and I was gonna come out here. And
he wouldn't even be BPA at the moment. What are we talking about?
I was gonna be calm, and I was gonna say no. I was gonna say my request for a wide receiver was gonna be something that was gonna come in under the radar. And it was going to be like, oh, like we have more needs.
Yeah, way under the radar.
We should get this, and we could go later in the draft. But I don't know. I'm trying to help because Lou, how many times did we sit up here all season? And what did you guys say? You looked to Waddle, and where was he? Why not help him? Y'all just want to trade off everybody and anybody. Like, dang, remember a couple months ago, it was Tony over there talking about getting rid of A-Chain.
All right, somebody clipped it. Somebody clipped it. She said, this is Boston in the first round. Okay. And Lou talk about he like the way she do business.
Can I help?
We need a big body person. I want physicality on this team. I don't want soft-ass players no more.
Get them.
Go give me somebody that's big.
Early third.
Can I help my sis? Can I help my sis out real quick?
Come on, Lou.
All right, you can try.
Now, I like Boston. I like Denzel Boston. I'm with you from the standpoint of everything you said was correct. I don't know at 11, Jess, if I'm doing that.
I'm taking that.
Is all I'm saying.
I just
like
Denzel. Jess, listen.
Is he light skinned?
Is he light skinned as wild? Like,
that's why she want to get him. At first, she trying to get him paid and all.
I'll give you.
You need a girl like that because she's trying to get you that bag, homie.
Now, I'll give you.
I'm trying to help Waddle. I'm trying to help my man out. Okay, like.
Well, I got a guy. Everybody. Well, I got a guy for you, Jess, that can help Waddle out and solve our kind of big body receiver weapon option as well. And it's a guy that a lot of people ain't talking about. Kind of like, Tone's offensive lineman that a lot of people don't know that he's putting on. And again, shout out to, people send me stuff on a time-to-time basis and just, hey, Lou, look at this player, this, that, and a third. Ted Hurst from Georgia State. Smaller school, Vicinity. I see the face, right? Big body receiver. At the Shrine Bowl was absolutely killing it.
You've seen that many East West Shrine Bowl, and you think
no. Now, Tone, can I get my shit off? Can I get my? Hey, Justin, sending. All I'm asking, can I get my shit off? We didn't have no space today. I'm just trying to get my shit off. That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm just saying he might be targeting you because you were a little late and he may feel some type of way. So
he's feeling the type of way right now. I'm just here so I don't get fined. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, Ted Hurst though, I don't think it's a guy for me that I was watching. Again, just been breaking him down a little bit, watching some film tape on him. He gives you everything you want, and I don't think you got to go that high in the draft to get him. Now, depending on what he goes and does at the combine, coming off what he did at the Shrine Bowl, right? It could be a guy that you might have to pull the trigger in the second round because I'm starting to hear some things. But a guy just because you brought up Denzel Boston, I love everything that you brought up, right? The measurables, the physicality. Ted Hurst gives you that too. I don't want to use the word of Devontae Parker, but makes a lot of catches in that aspect where he's, well, not Devontae Parker in that aspect. I'm just saying, remember.
Hold on, Jack. Yeah, what? I got you,
I'm
Jack.
saying, well, I'm just saying a guy that can go up and get the 50-50 balls. Make
Who?
Well, call it what you want. What do your research? I can't help y'all if y'all ain't doing y'all's research. I can't help that.
Devontae Parker.
Well,
I bring us no Devontae Parker.
My mom's still mad at me for getting her Devontae Parker jersey. I'm out the wheel. I'm still trying to work my way back in it.
About PTSD.
Outside of 1 year, all Jalen Waddle has been is giving you Devontae Parker numbers. That's all he did. So it is what it is.
Oh, so we gonna trash Waddle for Devontae Parker?
Hey, boy.
Right.
Hey, all I know.
They both did get injured a lot.
No, Waddle don't get injured. He get nicked up. That's different. He played.
He plays. He
Yeah,
plays.
Waddle.
What do he do? What does he do? He just runs around the field?
Yeah, well, he's still playing. He's available. Unlike Devontae Parker.
Hey, all I'm saying is, man, look, Jess, I'm trying to help you out. Ted Hurst is a guy. Again, I believe he's 6'3". They're saying he's possibly going to run sub somewhere 4.4 range in the 40 at the combine. Again, bro, Ted Hurst, Jess is a guy, maybe second, third round. You could probably find him. And I think that would be a diamond in the rough for the Dolphins. And I would love for them to bring him in as another chess piece or outside weapon. But I'm just answering to Finsanity's question. The question for me, right, and real quick, just follow up. Do y'all think Waddle's on the move? Do you think they're doing that?
I think it's like a 78% chance he's out of here.
For the right price.
Yeah, the price. That's the only reason he's still here. Thank you for sanity. The only reason he's still here because the price wasn't right. That's the only reason.
Well, again, we got a first and a third for him. Y'all want more than that?
Well, no, hold on. The other regime didn't take that for him. This is Sully and Halfley now.
Okay, so right there is a first and a third the right price though.
Yes, you remember? I was taking that. Like, I'm sorry, guys. It's a new regime. We love Waddle. I love Waddle. Waddle is the only jersey I have from this team. Waddle is the only one that I have. Now I have older jerseys, but Waddle that's my guy. I've been arguing with people in spaces for the past 2-3 years about Waddle having the potential to be a number one when he gets his opportunities and his targets go up. He's up there with, you name them, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all of them. His numbers are comparable to those guys. But this is a new regime. He's a smaller built, and he might not fit the profile for Sully and Halfley. So we have to think about the same way I feel about Achane. I have to say about Waddle. I'm sorry. Hey, change gonna come, baby.
Can I follow up with a question with that just kind of jumped into a brain that I typically have? At the trade deadline, right? Teams were a lot more desperate to get wide receiver help, right? Do we think that with Waddle's contract and with there being available like guys in the draft, that price does change a little bit? Like, would we have to maybe take a little bit less?
No, because they're gonna extend him.
Yes.
No, they're gonna extend him. Anyone trade for Waddle is gonna extend them, and that contract gonna be right back friendly. You ain't gotta give no extra money. You just extend them. That contract be more friendly. All you gotta do is guarantee him. No, look at it from that standpoint. Anyone that trade for him, they're like, oh yeah, this can help us out in that cap as well, because that contract started off team friendly. Now, if you extend them, give him 2 more years on that, and then just up his signing bonus, you got 4 years of cheap labor again, possibly 3 though.
Cheap labor.
Yeah, that's what teams want. Yeah, that was a nice one, y'all. We got 34 minutes out of here. Jess and Luke came up here with that beat. You know what? Boss.
I don't know why they always got to be.
You know what?
Nice skin and his name Denzel. I got what y'all did.
Put that in the chat.
Dang, like
wide receiver in the first round, yes or no?
If we trade Waddle, I'm not mad at it, but I'm not doing it. I'm not a component of trading for a guy just to replace him. With that same, like what are we doing? I mean, I know you want to get younger, but Waddle is not old to where you have to do that. It makes no sense right now to do that.
But I didn't say trade him. I said help him.
Replace him in the third round. Maybe if you get a first and a third from him, and you want to bring in now, you want to go get a Denzel Boston or someone like that. That's cool in the third. That's not what
I didn't. We're going to be a run first team. Or am I missing? Or am I missing that?
That's why you get the trenches in the first and second.
Right.
And then you go ahead. Go. You got to get. Listen, we need receivers too. Right now we have Malik Washington, Taj Washington.
Later though.
Huh?
I said later. Like I'm thinking later.
But like fourth or fifth
not
round?
At first, not at 11.
I said third. Issue. I said third round.
No, yeah. I'm just coming back to the point of I can't take a wide receiver in the first round. Not right now. Not when you're trying to say that you want to be physical.
Even if you trade Waddle.
First thing you do is go get a wide receiver. Like, no.
I'm
already to me now your press conference is complete bull. And we don't need to talk about nothing else.
Uh-oh.
We used to that by now.
With who? Why you disrespect the Sonny? Why you disrespect Sonny? Sonny ain't do one thing. Lou, what you did to this girl, bro? She sounds just like, we used to that right now.
That's my brother.
Negative
so
man.
I'm,
Debbie Downers. Here y'all go. The man ain't do nothing yet. You called him a liar.
Downers. We just trying to be real, okay? I'm not delusional.
That man said, Lou, what did you do to her? Taught her well. That's what it sounds like. Taught her well. She sounds like she know what the hell she talking about.
Boy, hey, she get another job. Now she thinks she's an expert. I got it. Say that. Do your thing, Jess.
I'm just saying I gotta come back at least, sometimes and make sure that shit's right around here,
Yeah, it sounds like somebody ghostwriting over there.
This comment. Like, really? See, I personally said I was not going to go back to my old ways.
What the dynamic do in the Super Bowl?
We'll allow it today.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Like, I said when I came back, I was going to turn over a new leaf and I wasn't going to do this to the people in the chat. Chat, this is your chat, okay? But come on, like, this is what we're going to really do? The Patriots were able to be successful. Why? Because they were able to run that ball against these other teams. Ramondre Stevenson was going on a tear these last couple of weeks. He couldn't in the Super Bowl. And guess what? Hold
on. We got a segment for that for a second. Hold on. Ooh, don't worry. We got a segment.
Wait a minute. So it's 37 minutes at this point. We might as well move on to the next topic. Are we ready or not? Because I feel like some of this kind of tied into that. We're talking about all this trading Waddle. So are we ready or not?
Of course.
Okay. I just want to click the button to make sure it go right. We done kicked off Lou. I didn't do it, Lou. It wasn't me. I didn't even hit the button. That was that man in the top left corner that got some against you today. So I'm just making it known. I didn't hit the button, Lewis.
Wait. Is it my fault? He didn't show up? It's gonna have to do that every time.
Your fault. I'm just saying, don't blame me for no shit today. All right, I'm back. I'm here to cause problems, and I've done a mighty fine job of it since I rolled up in here this morning, or not this morning, this afternoon, obviously. But anyway, or this evening. So, okay, carrying on, new topic, right? Salary cap casualties. Stemming from that Jalen Waddle nonsense that y'all were talking about. Going into 2026 off season, right? We are currently over the cap. I think who are we cutting, or who should we cut to be cap compliant? I don't know who. Finsanity went first the last time. Tony, we skipping you. Lou, you can go ahead.
So the question is casual, like who's getting cut, who's getting released,
who's getting cut so we can be cap compliant, because we're over the cap right now. Somebody got to go. Multiple people.
Okay, well, obviously it's Tyreek Hill. We're not carrying a $51 million cap hit, so Tyreek is gone. We already know that. With my scenario, and again, I'm behind Chop Robinson, and the only reason I'm even keeping him around is because of the simple fact that he's on a rookie deal. It's cheap. I'm going to cut Bradley Chubb, but I'm looking to bring Bradley Chubb back on a cheaper deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking to do. But again, Bradley is another one. Obviously, the big one is Tua. I think Tua's going to be gone. I just don't know how the Dolphins do it. Obviously, there's been rumors they're trying to pull off a trade. I don't think outside of the Dolphins paying the majority of what's left remaining onto his contract and possibly sending draft compensation back to the team that would trade him, I don't think he's tradable. Do the Dolphins cut him and absorb the whole cap hit this season? Or do they try to, like, I guess they have the board years, or that's how they call it, if they want to eat like dead cap on them for the next 2 to 3 years?
Tua, that'd have to be in a trade scenario. But
that only works in the trade scenario.
Yeah, if they post June them, then you split it up into two seasons.
Okay, well, again, listen, it's the guys up there. It's Tua, it's Tyreek, it's Bradley Chubb. Who else can I think? Minka. I'd possibly look to trade Minka as well. I know he don't have no guaranteed money, but he is on the roster for at least one more year. He signed. I'm looking to move off of Minka, whether you got to release him. I'm trying to trade him, though. See if I can get a third, fourth, maybe something back. I'd be willing to do that. I think that's one that Jason Sanders, I think we can save up to like 4, 5, 6 million, something like that.
7.
Jason Sanders, $7 million. Jason Sanders for me can go.
That's about it.
Who else? Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So,
yeah.
but the big three, we all know who it is, and that's on the right side of the screen. Those are the big three. That's the ones we're all wondering about. So,
you want me to go, or you want to go for Insanity? Me? Okay, listen, Lou, you said the right things. So just one correction with that salary cap going up. We basically at even right now. We basically at even, so we're not under. I think it's like, but Tyreek Hill, if they don't post Juno, then that's 50, like Lou said, 51 million. Boom, right back on there. Now we cut him. He's only, you take that 51 million, go down to 15. Around 15, something like that. I know we saved 35 million on the cap. So there you go. And if they post June Chubb, that's another 20 million. Yeah, another 20 million. So boom, there you go, 55 million right there with those two if you post June them. Now, the big question would be, what are you going to do with Tua? Because if you post June Tua, then he's still going to count 57 million this year. Right? It's still going to be the 98 million. They're just going to split it up. It'll be 57 this year and 30-something next year. So you figure out how you want to pay it. Y'all figure that out. So that's the thing with Tua. I think if it's not me, if it was up to me, I'm taking the 98 this year. And hopefully, so the rumor are that they're trying to work out a trade with him. They're going to take the blunt of that 57 million. How did that help out? Because that help out for the first. So let's just say 57, even if they take 40 or something of that. I just told you could get 55 with just those two. Then you add in Jason Sanders and maybe a couple other guys. We could do some reconstructions. Trade Waddle. Now they're gonna have to work some magic. Trade Waddle. I know Jess don't like that, but I'm sorry, it works here. And you could you could set yourself pretty good going into next season, and then you can at least assemble a roster this season and help your draft picks have to hit. They have to. So but me personally, I'm taking that 98, deal with it this year because it sets you up way better next season. And what I want people to remember, I'm going to keep on reminding you guys, just because we get cap compliant and we get some money, don't mean we're going to be able to go out there and sign whoever we want, because other teams have way more cap room, way more. So you have to compete. And we're not in a position to compete with those who have more money to give. So we're still going to be shopping with a bargain. We have to. We're going to be bargaining shopping. Sorry, that's what we're doing this offseason. They say they like to draft and retain. You draft and retain. That's how you always stay ahead of the cap situation. Leave it like that, right? And then another thing, if they don't, so the thing about it is, if they don't, because you wonder what extra money coming up if it's only like 30 something. I think if he's on the team, what, March 3rd is the fiscal year start, I believe. It's an extra $3 million that is guaranteed next in 2027. So that's why it's 98 no matter what, even if you post June them. So that whole thing about how you want to handle Tua, I think if they work out a trade and they see that Lou, that's how it could work. If they work out a trade, the team is probably going to add some years, and those will be the void years that'll help them with that cap hit down the line, whoever trade them. And that's how they can help out their cap situation and then help us out in the meantime, because they're not taking that huge $57 million hit. It's probably going to be somewhere around 10, 15, maybe the most they'll take on is 20, maybe. So that's what I believe we should do. Tua, get rid of him 1 year, and then Bradley Chubb, like Lewis say, Bradley Chubb, cut him. Tyreek, cut him. I'm looking to bring Bradley Chubb back. Tyreek, sorry, nice knowing you. You know what we have to think about before I'll pass it to Vincenity? What are we gonna do with H.N.? H.N. already let y'all know he's not playing on that last season of his rookie deal. Now, if you extend him, people that help us out in the draft in a cap situation. So all the people like me that wanted, H.N., you extend them, help us out. And if you don't, I don't know what they're gonna do. But H.N. is a big one, and I don't want to. I don't want to lose him. But profile wise, I don't think he fit. But just by him being such a dynamic weapon, I think the first thing he's gonna do, what they're gonna try to resign him. Let's put that in the clear, because when Sully spoke, he didn't forget H.N. Now he forgot Waddle, but he most definitely did forget H.N. So for all look at Jazz. Look at I didn't do it. Sully did it. Sully did not mention Waddle when he said it was Patrick Paul, it was Aaron Brewer, it was H.N., and it was Jordan Brooks.
You got Aaron Brewer before Waddle. That's some nasty work.
Have you? It's one all pro. One of them are all pro.
I know, but I'm just saying. I don't care for.
I'm just saying it's level.
Not really a fan of him, so.
And his mentality,
outside receiver.
But yeah, I'm gonna say, think about his profile, Jess. He doesn't fit the. How you gonna come out? Hold on, Jess. How you gonna talk about we need big wide receivers, and you gonna come with this Denzel Boston, and you trying to say Waddle? You know what? You start just like Lou. You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead, Pinsett. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She gotta breathe, first of all. She breathing.
Yeah,
she's like, I don't know whether I should snap, whether I should be calm.
Facts.
It's been a journey being a former Tuanier. It was a time.
Okay.
It was a time to be alive. The most important thing is how we handle Tua, because that money right there is so big. It's going to let us know a lot of things going forward. And oh my gosh, the tampering period is about to open. Yada, yada. It's going to be such a beautiful off season. But it's kind of bittersweet, because as one era ends, another one begins. But Jesus, this hurts. I didn't think it was going to hit me like this. I really y'all are laughing. I really didn't expect it to hit me like this, because you say it like Tua has to get off this team, but then you remember all the wonderful
where?
Wonderful.
You know what?
What are you talking about?
What? I have an aneurysm.
Before I get attacked.
Go ahead, man.
I'm getting attacked.
Wonderful by barely making out of us. Wonderful by barely making out of September every year.
Can I finish my statement?
This is a crazy statement.
I'm gonna miss all the wonderful trolls that we got when Tua didn't live up. He helped me laugh and get through the hard times. As bad as it is, it was wonderful because I was able to find the humor in it, being a former Tuanier and stuff and being completely wrong. But yeah, First and foremost, obviously, Tyreek is gone. It is what it is. We kind of figured that he might have been gone had he not, hurt himself, not hurt himself, got injured.
Yeah.
During the regular season, most likely during the trade deadline. He might have been the one that, got traded, but obviously you then pivot to the next wide receiver because the one that you were going to get rid of was no longer available to get rid of. I think everything that you guys said was definitely on point. I'm just, the only thing that I really care about is how do we get rid of Tua and what that means for us going forward. I know we know all the scenarios and we have them all painted out in our head and stuff like that. But once that domino falls, I will definitely, have a better picture of, where we're going and what our cap situation is going to be looking like, because those numbers are very different, and what you will and will not have to utilize is contingent on primarily that contract and what you do with Tua Tagovailoa. So that's all I have to say on that. But Tua, can I just say one last thing, as a former Tuaneer, please? I know this isn't a Tuaneer, place, but for the ones of us that, used to be Tuaneers, we were wrong, then we were right, then we were wrong again. But when it comes down to it, we were always wrong. It's okay. Thank you. I truly believe that the Dolphins did you dirty and did a disservice against you. But I'm glad you got that bag, and I'm glad we have to figure out, what to do going forward. Because had they not put you out there to take those hits after they saw what happened and let you go back out there, your career might have been different. We're not going to sit here and act like this is all on Tua. Part of it is on this organization and how they handled that man's career. And it just goes to show how dysfunctional we were, that we were really willing to sacrifice our franchise quarterback's life and his future and his career for what? To make people like me at the time happy. It's horrible, it's distasteful, and it's disgraceful. Tua, good luck to wherever you end up. That's all I got to say.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Because now this is
I hear her. They one trying back on the down the field. He said that. That went in front office.
You said what?
He was the one crying to get on the field. He was the one said he wanted to die out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he come out and saying
let him play?
Hold on.
Okay. No, we're not going to do this.
No.
We're not going to go down to Tua Bradley over the history of Tua.
Hold on.
All I'm saying is that when they threw him out there against Cincinnati, they knew what they were doing was completely wrong.
Hold on. Cincinnati.
Completely wrong. We're not going to do this. We're not about to sit here. We're not about to sit here and play these games.
Now we're going to cry for Tua.
They did.
Now we're going to cry for him.
They made Tuaneers this way. So I'm going to say.
No. Y'all made y'all. You with him making an excuse for Tua. Oh, they did you wrong. Get out of here.
Put him out there when he wasn't out of concussion protocol. We saw that.
I feel like I would be on her side up until that presser of Tua that one day, and he said that he would die on the field. Like that changed me right there, because nobody forced him to go out there. He willingly walked on them two legs of his that barely work enough as it is and meandered his way right where he needed to be.
Josh Allen got laid out in the middle of the field. They put that man back in the very next series.
And Josh Allen still is paying for that because he reverted back to making those terrible mistakes.
Although, okay, so
like that. We're not about to do this.
You playing great. I don't plan.
Do this.
And you know what?
Show me the money.
Two things can be true. Two things can be true.
I get you.
You shouldn't have been out there, and they should have made that call. They should have made that call, and they did. And it's horrible.
We don't care about y'all Tuaneers, but at least you admitted that you were the Tuaneer. You was going down the right road until you start the coddle tour. But me as a fan, I understand. Listen. For all the Tuaneers, at least y'all can admit that y'all was wrong, and let Pops talk to y'all for a second.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
We all had bad quarterbacks we fell in love with. Don't even worry about it. Moving forward. Who? What you?
Hey, as long as you understand me, my. Let's get to the next subject.
Hey, Luke. Hey, why Luke quiet? Miss Eddie, can I ask you a question? Why is Luke quiet?
Oh.
Why is Luke quiet?
Why are you on him so hard today?
He's not going to admit the being a Tornado?
I don't talk about Tua. Like, what are we doing? Like, we still talking Tua over here.
Hey.
I just wanted to say goodbye. Going on to the next. Can I say goodbye? I just wanted to have a formal goodbye. I can't just say. I actually was okay if I just said goodbye to the man. That's all I wanted. I said we didn't have to get into it. Tony wanted to, do all the other stuff. I just wanted to say goodbye. That's all.
Right. Yeah, and coddle the man. Go ahead. You know what, Jeff? Go ahead, man.
All right. So, you're gonna have to hit that button because I ain't kicking Lou off.
Miami Dolphins did you so wrong. Get out of here.
They did, and they did.
All right. So this is a pretty simple one, right? We'll get this kicked off. Simple, easy. Super Bowl recap. Probably the most boringest game of my life. It's boring isn't even a word, but most boring game of my life. I turned it off in the third quarter, if anybody cares. But I want to say we could go around the table and say after the big game, what are your thoughts? It's just I hope we kind of keep this short.
Don't worry about it, Jess. I'm sorry to cut you off. Nope, I'm not in.
Oh.
No. I'm finna pop my collar right now. I remember here last episode. Sorry, y'all two wasn't here. So last episode, we was crying about one Drake May being robbed of the MVP. Words I said robbed, and I brought out the numbers. My guy, Matthew Stafford, against top 10 defenses, he faced 7 of them. Seven of them. 20 touchdowns, 1 interception. 1,800 yards. Drake May, I told y'all last episode, Drake May played 1 top 10 defense, and he played them twice. And that was Buffalo. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. 1 interception, sorry. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Trash. Y'all know what? Y'all want to know what he did? When he started going up against those top 10 defenses and those better defenses that they saw, he faced them in the playoffs, and look what he did. He still made it to the Super Bowl. My good brother down there like to say he was carried. Drake May had a whopping 60 yards in the first half. 60. Do you understand? He was missing throws. Y'all, did y'all see Hunter running wide open on the sideline? Wide open. He completely missed them. It was only 12-0 at that time, people. He missed them. Now, let me give y'all some numbers. I want to talk, right? I know I couldn't wait till this was done so y'all can see how he.
Who are you talking to? First of all,
it's personal. Wait a
minute. Y'all too pause. Y'all listen. I'm talking about the chat. Y'all wouldn't hear that episode.
Okay, because you said y'all, and there's
I said y'all too here last time. So let me talk to the chat. The people that was in here that was talking trash when I brought the numbers on why Drake May wasn't robbed. I don't see delusional Patriot fan in here today. I wonder why.
Oh.
I wonder why. Now,
oops,
Drake May in total in the playoffs, 4 games, 4 of them things, 828 yards, a total. That's the average of 200 yards a game. 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. 6 and 4. My good brother, Matthew Stafford. Yeah, you know the quarterback that I said is my favorite quarterback. You know him and Joe Burrow. You know how I go. I had to go get the numbers for y'all. 3 games, 936 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. The man outpays the boy in 1 less game. In every category, less interceptions, more touchdowns, more yardage. That's an average of 312 yards a game. Excuse me, somebody please tell me who got robbed.
So it's about Robin.
Yeah.
It's not even about the Super Bowl. It's not.
I don't care about Super Bowl.
What happened here? That wasn't the question.
We didn't even recap it.
No, we didn't even recap. Tony just came up with a whole question for the whole
Jazz, you know what? You're right. I would not disrespect you because you asked me to recap it. Yesterday the game trash. Okay, can we move over? No, it's trash.
Oh.
Nobody watched. It was trash. Like what we talking about? No one was entertained.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just wanted to hear the answer.
I had to recap it so I could
say something.
Yeah, go ahead. I just wanted to yell at all the people that I told you I love when everyone go against me and then I get to prove them wrong. But go ahead, Fitz Sandy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tua could have did that. 200 yards a game, 6-4.
Hey, hold on. He had a whopping 80. He was 89. He had 89 yards against Denver. That was 4 quarters of football, y'all. 89. He had 89 people, 89 yards in the whole game. I don't think Tua did that with the concussion game. He had more than that in Cincinnati. In one quarter. This is who y'all were pumping y'all bird chest out. You know what? But you know
what? Can I just say something?
Yes.
Any Dolphin fan that was advocating
that part
for the Patriots,
that part,
get out of here. Like just go over there with them. Yeah. Just go. You know what? Can I just say one last thing? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Sometimes, when a quarterback is only required to make a couple throws a game, because their running game is dominating or carrying and doing what it's supposed to do, sometimes you are blinded by the truth. Now, some of us were blinded, in 2023, even though the man was putting on. He was putting on until the injury. I really thought that there was hope. But we're not going to get into that. This is why I said we need to go protect the blind side, because Drake May's blind side,
talk about it.
It got beat so bad. I literally just started watching that side of the field. I was not watching nothing else. I can't tell you what formation they were in. I can't tell you if it was. I just kept looking at the left side, and I said, you know what? If we're gonna go get a young right-handed quarterback, you better, because even when he had time, he was so sped up. There was time I was like, he rushed that. His timing's off. He was late. He was early. He was too high. Why? Because he was waiting for the hit. Now, Sam conquered his ghost, but I know Seattle put every last ghost in spirit that Seattle, that the Brujarias that was on the field at halftime and before the game that came from the West Indies in him. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad. And literally, my thought process was they're going to run the ball. And they were able to stay in that game technically because they were never really in it, because they were able to run the ball, keep the time moving, and the defense get a stop. To Tony's point, it was 12-0, and there was still a point in my mind where I'm like, all they need to do is score a touchdown. If they score a touchdown, momentum switches, because why? Seattle wasn't able to do it, but you broke the code. But as soon as Seattle broke through and got that touch, I said, okay.
Touchdown. Mm-hmm.
So it's enough, because now they're going to press. They're going to press even more. And I literally said this in the third quarter. Go back and look at it. Where was Ramondre Stevenson?
Where was he? To figure out why they had Anderson. What's his name?
Travion Henderson.
Travion Henderson, not Anderson. Henderson. Like, I don't know.
Where was he? Like,
they're trying to hit the home run, because they. If you look at the way they ran the game, they didn't sustain drives by driving down the field and dominating you. They hit that home run. That's what they were doing, and that's what they were looking for.
Mm-hmm. And I will say, because I know we're really ragging on the Patriots, shout out to Sam Darnold, because Barner, sometimes your tight end can be your best friend. Why? Because sometimes you're just a quiet chess piece that gets left off. And my thing was this. I said, they're taking JSN out. Who is he going to throw it to? Shout out to Kenneth Walker for showing up.
Yeah.
But that man Barner,
Clint Kubiak.
Some of those catches, I was like, he's making the play. Whereas on the other side, the ball's hitting the receiver's hands, and I grew up in the philosophy: if it hits your hands, you need to catch it. I know sometimes now we get into the logistics of, it was too high. We don't got to get into it, okay? It is what it is. Those guys went out there and they made plays. Cooper Kupp, shout out to him. Like, I was like, is he going to try to be the MVP again? Nah. But Kenneth Walker, running, being able to control the trenches.
Yep.
They could not stop that man when he was going outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all that defense that they had,
the patient
outside zone, it was there all day, and it was so beautiful to watch the blocking. And that's all I got to say. So the people that want to go ahead and get a wide receiver in the first round, I just want to say, where were those wide receivers in the Super Bowl?
Christian Gonzalez was Christian Gonzalez.
He played. He balled.
Like Christian Gonzalez did his thing, so that's what he was the only like 3 great plays to save potential touchdown, especially that one on the deep one down there. But I will say this: shout out to Clint Kubiak. Shout out to Clint Kubiak. That touchdown, you brought it up, right? That touchdown that he drew up. If you go back and watch that play, because I remember seeing y'all, you know how the motion that Mike McDaniel was doing, and now everyone started doing. They motion the tight end and then make him go up. It's like a trap block up there in the middle, and the lead. And he did that all game, and they were having so much success with Kenneth Walker. Go look at that touchdown. They literally gave them the same look, and when the linebackers saw that, they thought that run was coming, and when he went up, and that linebacker looked like he tried to avoid him from tackling him, wide open touchdown. That was some brilliant foreshadowing with that play calling by Clint Kubiak. Like, you know how they keep showing the same thing but giving them a different outcome. That was the same look, different play, and he led up to that. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, boom. There go the play action off it, and it worked to perfection. So that's what you call situational play calling and understanding that it's 4 quarters of football, so you have to set things up. That was amazing. I just wanted to point that out.
Are you doing film breakdown of the Super Bowl?
No. It was boring. I didn't want to watch it.
You told me to look at the play. I didn't know if you was going to bring it up.
I didn't want to watch it the first time. Listen, but no. Yeah, that's just no.
You watch the whole game for one play, Tony?
No. Well, no. It's the specific play they was running. They ran it multiple times in the majority of all his outside runs. It was the same design. Lou, I see you, Lou.
Yeah, from the game standpoint, I'm gonna be quick. Tony said it was trash. It was boring as hell. Probably the worst Super Bowl I can remember here recently, for sure. How do I want to put this? Well, Patriots Rams, but at least the defensive game was exciting. I'm trying to find the words, Tone, Finsanity, and Jess, because you know what people tell me all the time is that coaching matters. And watching that game yesterday, I kind of see what people have been telling me. Because the coaching from the New England Patriots was atrocious. And Friday, Tone, I was highlighting Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel of being there to help their players out. 5 former head coaches on that staff. I heard a stat today, Tone, Finsanity, Jess. Do you know the New England Patriots lined up in a formation, in the shotgun formation, 60% of the time last night in the Super Bowl? That was 20% higher than any other game that they played in the regular season.
Jesus. Do what got you there.
Do what got you there. They went away from it. Now, what's crazy is I noticed very early, Tone, Finsanity, and Jess, that Will Campbell wasn't going to be able to block my 10-year-old if he was playing against him. It didn't take me very long to understand Will Campbell was going to have a long night.
Well,
where was a chip block? Where was just the running backs releasing to the flat real quick to give a little quick outlet to Drake May? Just anything. No, they left Will Campbell out there on an island by himself and just said, hey, get at it. And they did it all night, consistently. Now, y'all brought up Ramondre Stevenson not really being in the game. I don't know why. Like, something just felt off with New England yesterday from a coaching standpoint. But, yeah, that's my analysis. That's all I really got because at the end of the day, the game was trash. Now, I will say this. Shout out to all the Latinos out there. In the world. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. At halftime, during the game, Tone, Finsanity, Just, we had a party, right? House full of people.
When I was asleep.
Hey, you could hear rat piss on cotton during the game. There ain't nobody was talking. Nobody wanted to even. It was just boring, right? When that halftime show kicked off, we started getting the dancing. That reggaeton started going through the woofer. Ooh, Lord. Hey, shout out to all Latinos out there. I know, listen, in the world we live in, and I'm just trying to brighten up the situation a little bit. We know that it is a very nasty place right now. There's a lot of things going on in the world that is unfortunate, to say the least. Whatever side of the fence you're on, listen, political, I stay away from that. Y'all can do that. I'm just saying, as people, we should all be weary, to say the least, of people's feelings. And I get into it with a lot of people. I've seen Tone get into it with a lot of people. I'm sure the two females up here have gotten into it with people and stuff. At the end of the day, I think the message that Mr. Bunny, I'll call him that. I don't refuse to call a man bad. By no stretch of the imagination.
But call him Benito.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But Mr. Bunny, I think the message was very clear. And whatever side of the fence you're on, listen, it's about humanity at the end of the day. And we all want to be in this great country that we call the land of the free, right? It's the land of opportunity, right? I think for all that was said at the halftime, before, like, oh, is he going to show up wearing this, or what is he going to do here, this, that, and the third? I just thought the overall message about humanity and that everybody matters, I think it was a good message. So shout out to the halftime show. I think that was the highlight for me of last night. But as far as the game was trash.
Trash. I didn't see the halftime. I was going to wait to another party. Sorry, Lou. I didn't see it, my brother.
Well, don't worry. I'm going to send you that clip ASAP. I got the 13 minutes. Hey, shout out to all Latino. Hey, Tone, I don't know about your party that you was at, but I know the one over here. Boy.
Yeah, the second spot was, crazy, but, yeah.
Hey,
man, trash.
What y'all thought? What y'all thought real quick at the halftime?
I didn't see it, so you have to ask Finsanity.
I know Finsanity and Jess seen it. What's going on?
It was a Bad Bunny concert with a little bit of football. That's how my day was. I was waiting for that. That's the only reason why I cared.
Man, listen, that was amazing. All the messages, all the people that he had, the songs. I like Café con Ron. That's my song. And Taquiti. I'm a Bad Bunny fan.
Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead.
Mi gente, nunca es perfecto, pero el mundo necesita amor siempre. That's all I have to say. And if you know, you know. And I just said, my people, nothing in this world is perfect, but the world does need love. That's all. But it was lit. It was fun. And I like salsa. He had some, the little salsa going. So, I don't think Lady Gaga was necessary, but it was entertaining. I'll give him that. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it was perfect. I liked it. It was great. Entertaining, and it had energy in a game that wasn't energetic. That was really the highlight of the whole thing, if we're being honest.
Yep.
And it was just scenically beautiful. It was like another masterpiece performance and platform to just showcase artistry beyond just the music. The way he told that story was absolutely wonderful and captivating. So shout out to Benito for that and for putting, you know, all of Latin America, Central America, Mexico, South America, the Caribbean, all bringing them all together as one.
Yeah, and listen, real quick, I heard Tone say it earlier. Where's the Patriot fan, delusional Patriot fan? I just, again, life be lifing. So we don't know what's going on with him, Tone. I just wanted to say that. You can't, life be lifing.
For sure. Hope my boy is all good.
You don't believe life be lifing?
I said, hope he all good. I said,
you saying the man's running because his team lost? Go ahead and say it. Just say the man's running because his team lost.
I'm not one to speculate, so
Hold
Oh,
up and wait. Listen.
Okay.
Listen. They allowed themselves to believe that they had a chance when the world was telling them Seattle was the better team. But for them to
I think everybody was saying they were gonna get blowed up.
But for them to do what they did, to go from 4-13 to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back seasons.
Some people thought the dynasty.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a parlay in that I had Patriots on a money line. I was kind of hoping that it would go the opposite. I knew Seattle was gonna win, but I just want to put some hope out there. But I thought it was gonna be at least a good game. But that was
for some hope out for the Patriots.
I wasn't rooting for them. I just wanted a good game. Everybody knew Seattle was going to win. If it at least went the opposite way and could run me a little bit of money, I can
see if you played that as a hedge, but
I'm just saying. But I did. But I put another parlay in with Seattle as a money line. So I just played it both ways. One way or another, I was walking out with some money. So I'm good. I'm it is what it is.
So a quick rapid fire, just answer real quick. Do y'all believe Seattle gets there next year?
No.
Okay. No. So all three no. Okay. All right. So
what about you?
Well, again, I don't know. I know Kenneth Walker, I believe.
My boy.
Right. You said rapid fire. You trying to answer and give excuses.
Well, I posed the question. I didn't have to answer the question. I'm posing the question.
Okay. So who
who asked the question don't have to answer it? All right, say that. That's a new rule over here. All right, then.
No, I'm just saying. Well, I'm saying I don't believe so. No, listen, Clint Kubiak becoming the Raider head coach today. It was made official. So he's gone. I believe one of their corners, Witherspoon, I believe he's a free agent. Actually, I think Tyreek Woolen might be a free agent too. Kenneth Walker obviously is a free agent. So they're probably gonna lose some pieces. Obviously, they lost their offensive coordinator. So no, I think I'm with y'all. If I had to bet on it, I would say no.
Did you see the logo? The next year's logo? Did you hear?
Yeah, salute to the Jacksonville Jaguars playing in Super Bowl 61. The Jacksonville Jaguar colors were in that logo for Sandy for sure.
That was Jacksonville. Okay, I didn't know if anybody saw it.
Yeah, that's Jacksonville.
Well, they had Dolphins like going off. I'd be so mad.
We good? We wrapping it up? We going to something else? I didn't want to be sitting here like I was. I didn't know if I was going to say something.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No, we good. The Super Bowl was boring. It was trash. I think y'all had more to say about the halftime show than about the game. I have more to say about Drake May proving me right on my he didn't get robbed Super Bowl. MVP take. So yeah, I think we're about done here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a Matt Stafford guy through and through. Shut up on my people when they prove me right. I just it's the best feeling in the world. Y'all wasn't here. They was in there. They had every excuse. It was TD. It was Mina Kimes, and they had all these people over here talk about EPA. You know how bad you got to be for you to use EPA? Y'all do know the E stand for expected. Not actually what happened. Expected. They talk about the defense. He played more top team defense, but the EPA of the defense he played, it wasn't that far off. Whereas it looked like when he played them. When he played those actual top 10 defense that Matthew Stock was going against, he looked like trash. But go ahead. I don't want to go on another tangent. I'm telling you, but this feel good from when I'm proven correct. But listen, Jess, you could throw it to Lou to get us up out of here.
I'm good for me. For those of you that weren't here in the beginning of the episode, make sure you give a warm welcome to Finsanity and joining the Blitz Pickup full time, right? Full time. We're
full time. Yes.
All I know is Tone's just building the PTO. That's what I know. Yeah. Tone's doing the PTO. So it's fine. As long as I get enough cut of my PTO out of this, then it's fine. Tony gonna get the most, but he don't even use it. So
I'm gonna say, how do we use it?
He don't use it, so we
I'm on 1 hour sleep right now. Listen, it's 30 of y'all in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe, please. I forgot to mention that. We didn't mention it all day. I saw the Mars. Shout out to the Mars, more specifically Chef Drew, telling y'all to get those likes up. Hit the subscribe button. We appreciate y'all. Will rock with us. Vicinity like she has something to say.
Just want to thank Lou for this amazing opportunity to join and Tony, Lou and Tony. I forgot. I'm just messing with you, Tony. But no, I'm really excited to be back. I'm really excited to talk about the Dolphins again. I think it's time.
That laugh there wasn't assuring.
Because we're gonna see what this season's gonna be. We're gonna see what this new regime is really about and stuff like that. I do understand there's some handcuffs, but at the end of the day, you signed up for the job. So shout out to that. But no, I'm really happy to be back. I guess full time. I thought I signed a part-time contract. I'm gonna have to go read the verbiage in that. But now I'll be here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, barring any setbacks. And
yep.
What does it say? Are you going to be part-time or full-time? I'm gonna be full-time, allegedly. No, I'm gonna be here because listen, I'm going to be here because I want to be here, and I'm really excited to really truly talk with these guys. And Nesby is the moderator, is the host and stuff.
I knew it. He know, that boy don't miss.
Fails. Every episode never fails. That Alex's name somehow gets dragged up in here. Alex is a long lost employee that got lost down the hallway.
Alex, but no, listen. Listen, y'all should be happy because typically it's normally a new host. Now we're just adding. We're not losing anybody, and we're building, the family and the community and everything. So shout out to that. And I know that this is going to be fun. And I'm going to say this now because it's my first official episode. I've been a guest before. Do not take it easy on me. Do not. I want the same energy you guys give to each other. And if I feel like you're taking it easy on me, I'm going to bring the smoke to where you can't. Now, I'm just saying. I want the same energy. I came for the real raw.
That's what it sounds. Sound like you're already trying to ask for sympathy. I can read it to you.
I'm saying, listen. If you're gonna stand in the paint, you gotta take the charge, or you gotta go up for the block. It's the only two options you got. If you're gonna stand in the paint, we're gonna see how it go. But yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to this. Jess, it's gonna be fun. Tony, Lou, it's gonna be great to talk and expand my knowledge amongst you guys. And that's all I got. I'm back.
Welcome to the jungle.
You be all right, nigga. You tough, right?
What is this?
What was that for?
Talk about don't take it easy. You'll be all right.
God dang.
Hey,
bring the concussions, yo.
Bring the concussions.
Bring the concussions as well. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If we don't have anything, Lou, you know what to do, my brother.
Hey man, that last little video, that just little clip that went up was wild. I'm gonna say that. With that being said, this has been the Monday episode of the Blitz Pickup. Y'all already know what it is, man. I could not miss. Look, life was life in the day.
Yeah.
Horrible day, running late, but I wasn't gonna miss our newest co-host coming up and gracing the stage. I wasn't gonna miss that for the world. So we'll see y'all Wednesday for the next episode of the Blitz Pickup. For my two sisters up here, still the producer in the back as well, and my brother Tone. We'll see y'all Wednesday, man. Y'all know what it is. Peace.
Bang, bang, bang.